The city sleeps, but I can't rest. Every street light feels like your chest. I walked alone where we once stood, tracing the echoes of what we could. I gave you everything I owned, even the moments I kept untold. The clock moved on, but I stayed behind, holding on to the edges of your mind. Every word we left unsaid played like a film inside my head. I gave you my midnight, my quiet hours, hoping you'd see what was us. And I kept waiting for a sign, a spark, a light, even though the dark around us stole the edges of the night. I gave you my midnight, every breath I couldn't keep. I gave you my silence, even when the world was asleep. I gave you my midnight, every moment, every fight. I gave you my shadows, I gave you my midnight. Maybe love is measured in the hours we can't reclaim. Maybe hearts are strongest when they burn without a flame. I gave my all, I gave my life, hoping it would reach your light. I gave you my midnight, every breath I couldn't keep. I gave you my silence, even when the world was asleep. I gave you my midnight, every moment, every fight. I gave you my shadows, I gave you my midnight. I gave you my midnight, I gave you my midnight. The chair still holds your shape, the light still falls the way it did. I reach for empty mornings and the echo of what we hid. I walk the rooms you used to fill, every corner keeps me still. I replay the quiet conversations and the laughter that slipped away. Every shadow feels like your absence, every breath reminds me of the day I thought time could heal the distance, but it only stretches the space you left The space you left behind still lives in every part of me. I try to fill it, I try to move, but it's where you choose to be. The space you left behind, the quiet I cannot run. Every memory, every touch still whispers you're the one. I don't need answers, I just need to feel that the space you left behind was ever real. The space you left behind still lives in every part of me. I try to fill it, I try to move, but it's where you choose to be. You should left you behind, the quiet I cannot run. Every memory, every touch still whispers you're the one. The space you left behind. The space you left behind. The chair still holds your shape, the light still falls the way it did. I reach for empty mornings and the echo of what we hid. I walk the rooms you used to fill, every corner keeps me still. I replay the quiet conversations and the laughter that slipped away. Every shadow feels like your absence, every breath reminds me of the day I thought time could heal the distance, but it only stretches the space you left. The space you left behind still lives in every part of me. I try to fill it, I try to move, but it's where you choose to be. The space you left behind, the quiet I cannot run. Every memory, every touch still whispers you're the one. I don't need answers, I just need to feel that the space you left behind was ever real. The space you left behind still lives in every part of me. I try to fill it, I try to move, but it's where you choose to be. You should left you behind, the quiet I cannot run. Every memory, every touch still whispers you're saw you walking down the quiet street. The sun was low, the world asleep. Your laugh came back like a whisper, a memory I thought I'd keep. Every glance felt like a heartbeat. Every step brought you close to me. You felt like yesterday, a shadow I can chase away. Even time can't take you from the spaces where you stay. I traced the places we used to go. Each corner held your echo still. I kept searching for the fragments of a love that time can't kill. Even as the world moves on, I feel your hand in mine, and I can't escape the feeling that you're just a breath away. Every second pulls me closer to a yesterday that won't stay. You felt like yesterday, a shadow I can't chase away. Even time can't take you from the spaces where you stay. I keep reaching through the quiet for the traces of your name. You felt like yesterday, and I can't let go the same. Maybe love is just a memory that comes alive at night, a feeling frozen and forever burning softly out of sight. I close my eyes and see you, even when the world says goodbye. You felt like yesterday, a shadow I can chase away. Even time can't take you from the spaces where you keeps reaching through the quiet for the traces of your name. I felt like yesterday, and I can't let go the same. You felt like yesterday. You felt like yesterday. The streets were empty, lights blurred in the storm. I stood where you promised, hoping you'd come. Every shadow felt like a memory. Every drop reminded me of what's gone. I thought love could outrun the clouds, but the sky fell harder than I knew. I waited through the rain, through the thunder and the pain, hoping you'd return to me, hoping love could still remain. I waited through the rain, every second called your name, even when the world fell apart. I waited through the rain. I realize storms don't last forever, but hearts can linger in the gray. I chase the echo of your footsteps, only to find I'd lost my way. The rain washed over everything, even the promises we made. And I knew if I let go now, I'd lose more than held your hand like it was ours, even when the night was cold. Every word fell apart, every smile a story untold. I wanted forever in a heartbeat, but forever wasn't ours to hold. I replay the ways you linger, even when you were gone. Every silence spoke your absence, every shadow felt like home. I kept searching for your echo in the corners of my mind. Love that didn't stay left me with a quiet ache. Every memory, every touch still feels like it could break. Love that didn't stay fades but never really goes. I carry it in silence even when nobody knows. I still see you, I still feel you. Love that didn't stay left me with a quiet ache. Every memory, every touch still feels like it could break. Love that didn't stay fades but never really goes. I carry it in silence even when nobody love that didn't stay, love that didn't stay. I walk the streets we used to know. Every corner whispers your shadow. Your laughter echoes in my mind, even when the night is hollow. I try to breathe, but it's all the same. Every heartbeat calls your name, and I feel it rising every second, every sigh. The memory of you won't let me say goodbye. Your name in my thoughts, it's burning through the dark. Every heartbeat, every dream still tied to where you are. I can't escape it, I don't even want to. Your name in my thoughts keeps pulling me to you. I see your face in crowded rooms, hear your voice in every tune. Even when the lights go down, I can't let go of you. Time tries to fade the edges, but nothing erases us. Your name in my thoughts is burning through the dark. Every heartbeat, every dream still tied to where you are. I can't escape it, I don't even want to. Your name in my thoughts keeps pulling me to you. I'll carry you in the quiet. You're my first, my last, my all. Your name in my thoughts, it's burning through the dark. Every heartbeat, every dream still tied to where you are. I can't escape it, I don't even want to. Your name in my thoughts keeps pulling me to you. I didn't know what else to do. The street was empty, lights flickered low. I watched your shadow fade into the night. Every step you took felt final, every word unsaid still in my mind. I held the doorway like it could hold you, even though I knew it wouldn't. I replayed the moments we laughed too loud, every touch, every quiet pose. Your coat still hangs where you left it. I touch it like I'm touching you. Stayed in the spaces you abandoned, because leaving alone was never my way. And I could feel the distance rising, even though I stayed behind. The silence was your message, but my heart refused to mind. I stayed when you left, held the pieces you couldn't keep. I stayed in the echoes of us when you fell into your sleep. I stayed when you left, even when it tore me into you. Because losing you once was never enough to lose. Maybe love isn't about following or chasing shadows on the wall. Sometimes love is standing still when the world forgets it all. And I'll be here, quiet and stubborn, even if you never return. I stayed when you left, held the pieces you couldn't keep. I stayed in the echoes of us when you fell into your sleep. I stayed when you left, even when it tore me in two. Because losing you once was never enough to lose. I stayed. I stayed when you left. I stayed. We were chasing every sunrise, holding on, afraid to fall. Every word felt like a lifeline, Every silence said it all. You said love could fix the pieces, but some cracks never heal. And I could feel it breaking in the spaces in your eyes. Every heartbeat caught in limbo, every truth wrapped in disguise. We're broken between heartbeats, lost in a space we can't reclaim, holding on to what we had, but nothing feels the same. We're broken between heartbeats, every touch a fragile line, and I keep hoping somehow you'll still be mine. I replay the moments in my mind where we laughed before the storm. Every memory feels like a warning, every shadow a quiet harm. I thought love could stay forever, but forever slipped away. We're broken between heartbeats, lost in the space we can't reclaim, holding on to what we had, but nothing feels the same. We're broken between heartbeats, every touch a fragile line, and I keep hoping somehow you'll still be If love is measured in moments, then I've spent a lifetime on you. Even in the silence of leaving, I'll still feel what we knew. Some hearts can't mend in time, but they bleed beautifully. We're broken between heartbeats, lost in the space we can't reclaim, holding on to what we had, but nothing feels the same. We're broken between heartbeats, every touch a fragile line. I'll keep hoping forever you'll still be between heartbeats, still mine. I watched you from across the room. Your laugh was louder than the moon. I held my words inside my chest, hoping silence might be best. Every glance was a confession, every pause a quiet question. I wanted to tell you, but fear kept me in the shade. So I let my heart speak softly in the words I never made. I loved you quietly in the spaces you didn't see. I held you in my every thought, even when you weren't with me. I loved you quietly. No one knew, not even me. I traced your name on rainy glass in moments that would never last. I learned to smile through the ache and carry love I couldn't take. It wasn't less because it hid, it burned in places I forbid. I wanted to tell you, but words could never find the courage. I kept waiting in the corners of my mind. I loved you quietly through the nights and in the day. Every heartbeat, every thought found a way to stay. I loved you quietly, even when the world moved on. I carried you in silence long after you were gone. Maybe love that whispers is love that lasts, even when it never reaches or can't be grasped. I'll keep it in the quiet where no one can see. A love I lived just for me. I loved you quietly with a fire no one knew. Every glance, every thought was a world I built with you. I loved you quietly through the shadows and the light, even if you never heard me. I loved you quietly. I loved you quietly. I loved you quietly. I loved you quietly. The door stayed open after you, like the room forgot to breathe. Your shadow lingered on the wall where you said you'd never leave. I stood still inside the moment while the world moved on without a sound. They said time would make it lighter, that I'd learn to let it fade. But every step I took forward still felt anchored to your name. You didn't break me with the leaving. It was how quiet you became. I wasn't ready for the silence or the truth it let me see. You didn't just walk out the door, you rewrote what love meant to me. It's the way you left me, standing in the afterglow, not with fire, not with anger, just a cold and careful no. I survived the goodbye, but I still replay the way you left me. If love's a promise we protect, why did you let it end like this? I would have fought 1,000 nights just to keep what we were in. But some hearts don't shatter loudly, they just quietly let go. It's the way you left me when the world was turning bright. I held on to every reason you were already saying goodbye. I can face the ending, I can take the blame, but I'll where the dark had finally gone. Every dream felt close enough to touch. Every doubt was almost gone. You said love should feel like freedom. I believed it meant we'd fly. But the brighter that the sky became, the harder it was to see. You were looking for the future, I was holding on to. When everything was clear, we chased the sun till shadows disappear. I thought love would guide us home, but it pulled us out of sight. I didn't lose you in the dark, I lost you in the light. Strings begin to move beneath the silence, heartbeat turning into sound. Every promise felt like destiny. Every step was solid ground. But somewhere I'd have stayed inside the questions where we still belong. Some loves don't break in pieces, they vanish when they shine. I lost you in the light, hear the echoes as they fall. We had everything, then nothing at all. I thought truth would keep us close, but it pushed us out of sight. I didn't lose you in the dark, I lost you in the light. In the light, I lost you. The lights were low in the kitchen, morning leaking through the blinds. You said nothing, but you listened, like you already knew my mind. We were standing in the silence, not afraid, just undecided. Your jacket's still on the doorway, like you're coming back tonight. I traced circles on the table where your hand was last in mine. Every moment feels unfinished, like we paused it mid-goodbye. If I stay here Would you feel it too? There's a space between our words that still sounds like you. I don't need a perfect ending, I just need the truth. Even if it's breaking, I still choose you. I don't know when we started fading, but I know we never tried to lie. If love's just learning when to let go, then this is where I say goodbye. If I stay here a little longer, would you feel it too? There's a space between our words that still sounds like you. I don't need a perfect ending, I just need the truth. Even if it's breaking, I'd still choose you. I still choose you. I still choose. I still choose you. We were sparks in a borrowed night, city breathing in neon light. Every promise felt half said, but we still believed it. You held time in your open hand, like the ending wasn't part of the plan. I saw the doubt behind your eyes, still I leaned in. Hearts racing, losing control, counting seconds before the fall. If this moment's all we get, I don't wanna miss it. We were almost a forever, burning bright but never enough. In the heat of the moment we called it love. If the night room still sounds like you at midnight. Even when I'm here alone, I catch myself turning sideways, like you're calling my phone. Every shadow knows your timing, every clock refuses sleep. These nights without your voice, they don't let go of me. I replay the way you said my name, like it meant more back then. Now it's just a memory, fading at the end of a sentence. I've learned how quiet can hurt when it knows you too well. I tell myself I'm fine, but the silence disagrees. It says I'm still listening for someone who won't speak. These nights without your voice, they pull me back in time. Every word I never heard still echoes in my mind. I try to fill the quiet, but it only points me to the truth I keep avoiding. I still hear you when I lose you. If I could trade the memories for one more honest sound, I'd let the morning take my sleep just to hear you now. You don't know how loud you were till the world goes numb, and I'm screaming in the silence, but the silence doesn't run. These nights without your voice, not your voice, they don't ever feel the same. Every quiet second breaks me when I hear you say my name. I keep waiting for a sign, like you're calling me through. These nights without your voice, they still sound like you. Your voice, still your voice. In the quiet, this is where it ends. I held the door while you stood frozen, like leaving meant you lose your name. Every promise felt unspoken, every breath was laced with pain. You said we'd find another ending, but your eyes said something else. I gave you my last goodbye, not the kind you come back from. I watched the light leave your shadow when the words were finally gone. If loving you was my only truth, then losing you was mine to try. I didn't walk away in anger, I gave you my last goodbye. I stayed too long inside the silence, questions. Now you answer with your eyes. Every word you don't say is louder than your goodbyes. I listen to the space between us, like it's trying to explain. We still sit on opposite sides of the same familiar night. I reach for something honest, you look away from the light. Every pause feels like a sentence that you're scared to let me read. Your silence tells everything, every truth you couldn't say. I hear the ending in your breathing, I see the distance in your face. You don't have to let me down easy, I already know the way. Your silence tells everything. Your silence tells everything, every truth you couldn't say. I hear the ending in your breathing, I see the distance in your face. You don't have to let me down easy, I already know the way. Your silence tells everything. Your silence tells everything. We don't rush the sparks when they start to fall. Every touch feels louder than the world outside. Time stands still when you say my name, like the moment scared to move on by. Hearts beating out of time, breath caught in the light. If this second breaks, I don't mind. Streetlights flicker like they're tired. Midnight hums and broken tones. Every step I take feels borrowed. Every road reminds me home. Your name is still on every window, written where the rain can see. I replay us in slow motion, frames that never made it out. You were quiet when you left me. I was loud inside my doubt. I keep time in all my heartbeats, like you're late but coming back. I swear the dark still knows your shape. I turn around but it's too late. I waited for a shadow, thought it might be you. Every corner held a memory, every silence felt like truth. I waited for a sign, something I could hold on to, but all I found was midnight and a shadow shaped like you. Maybe love was just the outline, never meant to fill the frame. I was chasing after something that was never gonna stay. I waited for a shadow till the morning broke into all the light exposed the truth. Now I was standing here with you in the space you used to be, where the echoes still run through. I waited for a shadow and I learned to walk it through. I waited for a shadow. But the light came through. We were shadows on the same wall, dancing while the night stood still. Every word felt like a promise, every silence felt too real. You said time was on our side, but time was never something we could choose. And now the colors in your eyes are slipping into gray. I feel the distance growing every time you say my name. I'm fading with you in the quiet between hello and goodbye. We're holding on, but the truth is slipping through our hands tonight. If this is the end, I don't wanna fight what we can't undo. I'm fading with you. Fading with you. We still talk like nothing's broken, still pretend we're not afraid. But love's a flame without the oxygen, and we're the ones who pulled away. Every memory still feels close, but somehow you feel miles away. story we don't finish. Let it end where it was true. I'd rather lose us slowly than forget the